Hello everyone, this is Vexus Dragon, returning to you with the Starfleet Armada last version where I go the Borg versus the Borg, and I'm going to finish them off this time. Basically, I've shown you in the past videos how to try and farm and get all your money up as quick and effectively as you can. Now it's time to go in and destroy. So I've gone through all the techs, I've not mucked around, I've got the a bunch of capital ships, and I've also got the Unimatrix. So I've got the big boy ready to go, the Titan. I've got a bunch of Org attacking me tactically, and I always try to do the same tricks, having the teleporter and my starbase, so I can keep making more money. And the best thing about the Titan ship for the Borg, which, fun fact, that was actually in the original movie, but when I got to watch it, I never got to see it because it never showed it. But this is actually what it looks like. So this is on extremely high speed. I figured you probably don't want to watch this for an hour and a half or an hour, so you get to see the best as fast as it can be done. So hopefully this will be good. There is weapons, certain abilities you can do to spin the ship so they can't shoot. That's what they're doing. I'm showing you that how much and how quickly I've taken them down. And then I'm basically going to go from planet to planet and completely obliterate them. But understand this, when you're playing this game, if you verse the Borg, it's a huge challenge. Actually, it looks like I haven't quite finished my text, but I don't really need to. All my planets are making money. Yeah, this is way faster than I would normally humanly be able to do, but it should be fun nonetheless. I'm not sure how long it's got to go, but I know that I destroy all of them from my planet that I took over them, and then I go and just take over every planet. Yep. And the more that I showed before, the more of those slots you put in, the more that you can get Borg capital ships, and capital ships tend to be a lot stronger than anything but the Titans. So I'm not sure if I've gone through and explained this, but yes, it's as soon as they're coming, they just swarm them and just annihilate them. But Titan ships take a long time to beat. The Borg's main prerogative is that they can practically assimilate anything in this game but the capital ships and the Titans. It's the only thing they cannot touch. So yeah, basically I'm taking them all up, building up the ships, making sure they can regenerate quickly, power strong. Borg don't deal with shields, they just regenerate as a ship itself, and that's their tactical advantage, which is what I like to use. And then I like to use the big Titan ship so that I can assimilate ships all around me within a certain circumference. So yeah, I'm just going through destroying anything and everything in my way until it gives up, which it'll do, I'm pretty sure, soon enough. Not for a while. I think it's about 4 or 5 planets I just mow through. So once you get to this level, it's unfortunately, I don't think it's easy to do tactical anything for Star Trek games, because it's more about mass than tactical, whereas the Sins of the Solar Empire itself, because they can shoot forward and not much back, you can actually do pincer maneuvers and different techniques, whereas when these things shoot everywhere, it makes absolutely no difference, pincer attack or any attack. So the main thing is you just mow through the fleets, you make sure that you've got enough money so that you can just keep rebuilding as you see fit and need to, and just keep attacking. Now you see that I'm attacking the base. It's not an easy one, but there is a weapon on the Titan that you shoot and it will destroy anything in the game in one hit, even other Titans. But it takes a long time for it to regenerate. Otherwise it would be the most overpowered thing in the game, and sometimes it doesn't give you time to actually use it, it just does it automatically on the weakest thing on the map. It does drive one nuts, I can tell you that. But, yeah, like it looks like I'm bobbing and going back and forth. Oh yeah, there you go. I think that's them coming for me. I think. It's been a long time since I've watched this one. Here we go. They've come to attack me. They think that they can beat me. And I think that might be... Or is that me? No, that's me. I think I set them up and then just pick them off. There you go. And then they retreat. But I'm just not that forgiving when I play the game. I just go in to pay out. So many different techniques people can use, but I find with the Borg, brute force just works. And I think with the Starfleet, or especially the Klingons, you can use different techniques. Like Federation are very balanced, whereas the Borg and the Klingons are very aggressive, whereas the Klingons have shields, the Borg don't. So the Borg are more about regeneration, not as much about defense as people may think. They've got high defense to fight, but they're very aggressive in how they fight. Or at least that seems to be the best way I've found for them. But everyone does things differently. I'm not even criticizing how they do anything. It is good having defenses when they're trying to attack you as you're attacking, but yeah. I find the Federation are quicker, and so are the Klingons, whereas the Borg are very, very slow and steady. You never win any match with them quickly, because you've got to really make sure they're substantiated to really move. But when they start going, then things start happening. It doesn't take long to take out planets. It doesn't take long to take out anything. Whereas Klingons are better with surprise. I think it's the Dominion. They're flexible. They've got more than one style to go with. You can go the Dominion or you can go the Cardassian, and they both have different techniques. Different drawing models, which are really impressive. Yeah, that seems to be the way you can do things in this game. I have been playing a bit of Sins of the Soul Empire 2. Unfortunately, while I am looking forward to this for Sins 2, I don't think it's come out yet, which is a shame. I'm really looking forward to being able to verse the Star Wars versus the Star Trek. I think that would be very interesting. And even the Atlantis, that would be fascinating too. But unfortunately, I always wish that they could do that with this game, but I think it was beyond what it could do. So yeah, unfortunately, I find this is a very stable, very enjoyable mod. One of the more enjoyable and stable mods that was made. I think the ones after get a little bit too complex. It's just not as enjoyable. But purely just to go through and annihilate, this is probably one of my favorites. I think I come close to getting annihilated here, but I did come back, if I remember correctly. But when they hit, it really Yeah, see, there was the assimilation wave. It's not huge, but it's enough to take out a lot. And if you take out enough of their ships, they turn on them. And so it's like taking over their money, but you can't do it for capital ships. It won't work. So that's the trick. Yep, making sure I've got enough money still going. Because money means that if I get annihilated, I can keep coming back. And that's the trick in all these games, or any kind of farming game, I find. If you can make it so that you don't have to worry about money, you just keep building until you annihilate them. It's like an unstoppable wave that just keeps coming. That seems the most common technique in all of these games, or any farming type game. So I may be wrong, but I think if you can rig it so that you can make money quickly and just keep going and have a defense and then just keep coming at them and then just not stop, that tends to work with any game. From Sins to StarCraft to Red Alerts to the Age of Empires, any of them. They all have the same mechanic, just different visual fields. And they're all enjoyable in their own way, but it's still been majority the same technique every time. So it's build your farming and build enough to keep going, and just keep spreading as quickly as you can, and constantly farming and constantly making more money, and then you just keep sending your forces in until they're overwhelmed. As for techniques of being able to use battle strategies, some work in some mods and some games, but not always a lot. You can always have a back defense line and lead with an attack line, which you can do with the Borg. You can have your certain ships that shoot long missiles or lasers, and then you've got your frontal force, like some of your capital ships, and especially your Titan. So it's almost like having a shield coming straight at them, constantly attacking, and your weapons lobbing like almost arrows, but you can still keep attacking them non-stop. So every game has its mechanic and technique, but they all really come out the same if you can work out what's what and which is what not. A lot of the ones I'm using are very short range. You can use some Titans in long range. Most capital ships seem to be the shorter range. And yeah. And done. Have a good day. Thanks. Oh, actually, I think I'm going a bit longer. I think this is so that I could beat the pirates. Because now that's it. Alright. Have a good day, I think. And yeah. Thank you for your time. Bye, everyone.